I want to do a little rapid fire with you because, first of all, this list seems to be growing every time after I talk with you, but give me like 30 seconds on each one of these guys and tell me a little bit where they're at and where you think they're going to be going as we look into our crystal Yankee ball. Let's start with Sanchez.
Well, Gary's here now, but we've been saying publicly future middle lineup bat at a premium position, and I think we've seen all the reasons why we felt those projections were in play for him, and he's lived up to them with the defense, with the arm, with the game calling, and obviously with the thunder that bat provides.
Surprise you how well he's done so quick, or we should expect this kind of behavior and performance?
Well, he set a record. Most home runs is a certain amount of bats for a rookie, so I would say that would surprise anybody. But he is a real quality professional at bat, and so I think you should get used to seeing someone that has that ability for quite a long time, which is exciting for us.
Frazier.
Clint Frazier, young still. He's a baby, and so I think he's 21, just turning 22 range. Just got his feet wet at AAA. Not a finished product. Tool package is extremely exciting. He can run. He's got the ability to throw. He can play all outfield positions. He's got a lightning quick bat, the quickest bat in our system. It's exciting to watch, but he's got some things to clean up. But he has a chance to be an above-average outfielder with power from the right side, and he plays the game extremely hard. So every box that you want checked off for future potential, he's got that checked. So he goes towards the top of our prospect list when we acquired him, and for good reason.
Chance Adams.
Chance Adams, you could argue, might be our best pitching prospect. He was drafted 2 years ago as a reliever, and last year we made him a starter, and he just took off and dominated the entire way up through AA. Because of the reliever starter transition, we shut his innings down, so he's not pitching in the postseason for Trenton right now. We patted him on the back and said, see you next year, and if what he did this year is any indication, then you probably will see him pitching for us at some point next year. That's, whether it's the bullpen or the rotation, his stuff is extremely electric, and he maintained it the entire season.
Severino, last night, how amazing. He was feeling it. Are we going to see more of that, or what you feeling with him? Does he confuse you?
No, he's 22.5 years of age as of today. So
He's a baby.
Yeah, he is. He's a baby, and one of the reasons we got the postseason last year was because of his impact on the starting rotation last year. But there's growing pains still. There's ups and downs with that type of stuff. You see the electric stuff. He's got a wicked slider. He's got a high octane fastball. But this particular year, for whatever reason, he's lost the feel for his changeup, which has prevented him from having any type of success at the major league level as a starter. But that's not something we're pulling the plug on at 22 years and a half years of age. So, but right now, I could have left him in the minor leagues to continue finishing off his starter's development, but we need him now here in the role he's in, and obviously he's helped us win 2 games in the last week. The one in Baltimore on Sunday, and then last night, relieving for Mitchell, and so he's impacting us in a real positive way.
He was feeling it last night. Bird, what's his progress, and what kind of impact is he going to have on the team, coming off that shoulder injury?
Well, Bird, people, may or may not remember, but last spring training, not this one, I said he was our best position player prospect in the entire system. That it was a system that included Gary Sanchez and Aaron Judge. He came up to fill in for Tex when he got hurt, and I think showed obviously why we felt that way. And it was a real tough loss for us when we lost him to the shoulder injury right before spring training that cost him the entire season. So, the rehab's going well. He's hitting off a tee right now. The plan is for him to go to the Arizona Fall League and play DH and first base, for the winter, and get prepared to hit the ground running in spring training, and now have some competition with Tyler Austin, who has obviously pushed himself back into the middle of everything, and that gives us much needed depth regardless. So it's may the best man win on paper, ceiling wise. Greg Bird, was an exciting guy for us. How he returns, how quick he returns. Sometimes these things can get tricky. When they come back from injuries, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get the rust knocked off. But that's again why it's so important to see what Tyler Austin's doing for us right now.
Last one is, well, so Tom Austin's probably surprised you a little bit, or?
Yeah, he used to be one of our top prospects, turning the clock back. But then the last 2 to 3 years, he's lost his way. He was on the 40-man roster. We removed him from the 40-man roster, which means he was exposed to waivers to all clubs. And people passed. He had injuries, bad performance, and, so from the AA, AAA levels, he had sputtered out. He had some injuries. But then this year, he's come back healthy and on a mission, and
Looks
he's been
so
fantastic.
young.
25.
He looks like he just looks like such a young kid. It reminds me
Well,
of.
some of the stuff we were running out there, they all look young. But
Well, what do you think about Judge? I mean, should we be nervous? Are we excited? Is this what you get with a young player like this? And
all the above. I mean, first and foremost, there's not many people that have played this game at a successful level with his size. Frank Howard's of the world, obviously, he's going to invoke those guys. You got Giancarlo Stanton down in Miami. But he's got such physical gifts. The strikeouts are a part of his game, not this many strikeouts. But, listen, he's still writing the chapters of, I think he's one of those more high-risk, high-reward guys. It's a huge reward, if it all comes together. We do believe it's going to come together for him. He's got a strong mental side to him, combination of physical ability and aptitude that he showed when he went through. He never had any struggles in the minor leagues until last year when he was promoted in the second half to AAA, and that was a washout. It was really bad. So this year was, for us going in, well, this is going to be important to see if that was real or if adjustments, again, you adapt and you evolve. Will he adapt? Will he evolve? And he did. And that was exciting. So, before the year started, if you told me we were going to get that year out of him for AAA, I'd say thank God, because that would mean the previous year was more of an aberration and it was just an evolution of the player and his development. And so right now what we're going through with him at the big league level, I fall back on that experience from the previous year and say, all right, there's another growth spurt that needs to take place. Can't guarantee it's going to take place. We believe it will, but it's fun watching. Not everything is going to play out the way you want. We've learned that from baseball seasons forever. But I think he's exciting, and I think he has a chance to be impact and above average in right field for years to come, and we're betting on that.